completely break it down to like the very beginning of speaking to Ruth and then receiving a load of files from scientists in Colombia. And yeah, I'm just going to play through a couple of the sounds so you can kind of get an idea at the start point. You know. These are bats. There was loads of birds, but the birds just sounded like really regular, like I hear birds at home all the time and stuff like that, but when I heard bats and just the timing and everything, you know, it's just kind of like, I don't know, these are frogs. These are just the raw files, so there's no EQing, or it's just like, I was in my bedroom, my studio room, pretty much bedroom in Manchester, just like thinking I was in the rainforest for a couple of hours, literally just triggering everything like this, and you know, like going off on one, like you have to kind of come up with ideas, like what do you do? Oh, that's a good one, that's a lizard. Yeah, it's got like really cool timing. So anyway, from that point, when I was kind of experimenting or what can we do, like I say, the birds were a little bit normal, but pitching things down changed everything. So I've got an example of one of the bat calls, but being pitched down. Right, now they sound like space birds, or you know, like that's my kind. I was like, okay, I can do something with that. So would pitch like leave the timing and everything. The like you can't really. So the timing's really full on, but when you pitch it down, you get this space. But there's a rhythm to everything. There's a natural rhythm to all of these samples, to the point where you can literally trigger things, and it's like they're having conversations. It just brings everything to life. So there was already something there, if you see what I mean. And then it was a little bit like, well, how do you? I really didn't want to. It's all about them guys. So I didn't want to like put loads of effects on stuff and like change the sounds at all. I wanted to leave them absolutely as they are, like super raw with everything like that. The frogs you can hear, like the water rippling in the background and whatnot. Yeah, but these are pitched down now, so it's kind of like, it's not how you'd normally hear a frog, which, makes it a bit more interesting. And then, so it's a little bit like, how do you combine that with instruments? And my music writing partner, a guy called Sneaky, we've got this band Fingathing, and he's a double bass player. He's like a grade A cellist, and he's just an incredible musician. And he played some Rhodes and some cello bits and some bass guitar. And the way that they fit just kind of leaves space for the rest of these kind of creatures to just be. But also, I very much like making things funny. So the sounds are funny, right? It's like, I'm not trying to be serious, it's not trying to be serious. It's kind of like, it sounds really novel, so I might as well make it a little bit absurd. So I had some experimental test records that we used to have like in the 60s and stuff, where people talk about sorting out your test equipment for your hi-fi and stuff like that. I had a field recording record called Sounds of the Serengeti by Graham Dangerfield, and he's got like
frogs.
Okay, so
in this recording. recording, and then you'll hear frogs.
Okay.
2 or 3 species of them, and they make the most tremendous noise after dark.
So it's a little bit like what goes with that, and then Sneak's playing some cello. And then so. Creepy sounding kind of nighttime after dark music. With a few other little, a few other bits. But yeah, so all together, it kind of like, so I'll basically play a little bit of the beat. I'm not going to try and recreate the tune, you just got to listen to the project to hear it. And but yeah, with a beat, so it'd be a little bit like. To the frogs in the middle section.
In this recording, you'll hear them calling, and then you'll hear frogs. 2 or 3 species of them, and they make the most tremendous noise after dark.
And then kind of back in and reintroducing the bats and whatnot,
These tests should be played at normal or slightly higher than normal listening level.